I am your host, Destiny Sidwell.
I'm also your host, Sarah Crowley.
And this is Bookmark'd. So many times I feel like this should be like a radio show.
Mm-hmm. And I remember like back in the day, like, did your dad ever like listen to the radio on like in the car?
My mom was more of the like radio show in the morning.
My dad still does. But this is how I picture, like, this is what it looks like in their
It is what it looks like. Have you ever seen like their inner like
they're
whatever?
basically podcasters. They're the original. No, my mom listens to the news. Like, she'll put on like
your mom loves the news.
Yeah, she'll put on the thing is she doesn't like listen to it. Like, she just like zones out, so she doesn't put anything on. But like when I'm in the car with her, I take her phone because she doesn't know how to do it. I made her a playlist like on her phone of all of her favorite songs, and it's called Playlist, so she can find it. So I'll play that. It has like Adele. Her favorite song is Dance Monkey, so like that's in there.
That is such a mom, like I feel like such like a mom modern day song to love.
Yeah, those are her favorites. So whenever we're driving together, those are the songs that are being played.
That is hilarious. Playlist named Playlist so she can find it easier.
Mm-hmm. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Bookmark. Welcome to today's episode. A very exciting episode. I had so much fun planning this morning. I was at the gym and I was giggling, pulling up the 1-star reviews.
1-star reviews are brutal. Like, have you ever seen the Instagram account where it's like they literally just screenshot like the funniest 1-star reviews? And then sometimes when I'm going through 1-star reviews of books, I'm like, I am convinced that a lot of you guys are making this so you can try to get on that page.
Some of them are really funny though. Some of them I was scrolling through though, the 1-stars, and it was like DNF'd at like 3%, 1 star. I was like, do you rate when you DNF that soon?
I don't rate. If I DNF in general, it doesn't get a rating from me. I don't even think on Goodreads. I keep track of it on my Notion, but I don't even think on Goodreads. Like, if I DNF a book, I'll just remove it. I don't even.
Yeah, me too.
Because I didn't read it. Yeah,
on my Fable, I have a little section of like DNF books, but I never count it as like a rating unless I get like 90%. I don't think I've ever DNF'd a book that I just finished the book at that point. Yeah, that's just a 2-star.
And you know what? Also, because the whole entire thing that we're doing today is we're reading each other. So we sent each other 5 of our 5-star reads, 5 of our 1-star reads, and basically we're going to be reading each other 1-star reviews of our 5-star books and vice versa, and then you have to like guess which book that it is. But, oh my gosh, wait. Oh, something I realized when I was trying to send over the 1-stars was that this year, like, I have like 2 stars. I think 2 stars might be the lowest because I recognize that after letting myself DNF books more often that I don't have like super low ratings. Like, I don't have like 1-star books.
Yeah, only the few 1-stars are from like years ago when I first started reading because I pushed through every single book even if I hated it, and then it'd be a 1-star. But the lowest recently years have been 2 stars, which isn't great. But those are the ones I finished. I pushed through because I wanted to see it through, but I didn't like it. So
I feel like 2 stars, it's like I had hope that it could at least bump itself up 2 or 3 stars, and then it just didn't do it.
Yeah, or it's like a 2.5, but like you round down.
Yeah, because I'm like, once we get to like 2 to 1, I'm like, it's either a 1 or a 2. Like, I'm not doing the half-star ratings. I feel like that applies for 3 and above, but that's what we're doing today. Yes. I'm excited because I tried to pick some reviews that I feel like had some anonymity.
Like, you didn't know?
Like, I feel like they didn't get like too specific. Like, you could kind of basically put it to like any book on the thing.
Yeah, there were some that I screenshotted. Like, I have a couple for like one specific book because I thought they were just really funny, so I had to just reach out them.
There's a few.
Really excited. Do you have a dote today? Was
that your dote? I'm drinking water, but I also have one of my little mini Alanis because I'm just so tired. Listen, y'all. Sarah texted me last night. I was knocked out by 7 p.m.
I know. I was so shook. You didn't respond. I didn't know if it was because you were busy. I was like, sometimes it's just like I wait for you to respond. But this time, I can't believe you were asleep. You were out.
I was like trying so hard to stay awake. And the weird thing is because I'm waking up at like 6. But even like my whole entire life waking up at 6, I still would go to bed at like a regular time, like maybe 9. And last night, I literally was sitting here like trying so hard to stay up, and I clocked out at 7 p.m. Like I was literally like passed out.
That really shows how tired you were. Usually it's me that's asleep super early.
I know, which is the weird thing. That's what this daylight savings, I think we talked about it last time. It's been messing me up so bad because it makes me go to bed so early.
Yeah, the worst for daylight savings for me is when the sun goes, like I can't film. Like I can film, but like if I'm doing like a sit down video, I like to have like, I just use sunlight. And my room on the side of the house, the sun is only like very nice over here for like 3 hours max a day, and I have to like time it out perfectly.
Yeah.
And I was filming with Chris the other day, and I was like, you have to be at my house at 2. I was like, if it's anywhere past like 3 or 4, like we're gonna film tomorrow.
Dating an influencer, what can you say? You have to keep up with the schedule. But what's your dote today? Is that a hot tea again?
I got a tea. I have a new flavor today. This one is a green tea, but it has like notes or like flavors of raspberry and lemon, and it's really, really good. And I put some honey in it because that's my favorite way to sweeten it.
I will never not say anytime Sarah is drinking a tea that I wish I was a tea drinker. Like, I just wish I was. I can't.
Something's gotten into me. I've been drinking tea like it's going out of business or style. Like, I don't know what happened. You always have drank tea, but I'm brewing a tea 3-4 times a day.
But what's also with that saying, I'm doing this like it's going out of style? I don't understand that. Maybe that's me being a little dumb.
I guess it's like, maybe like when something, hey, I don't know either. Maybe my theory, if it's going to go out of style, you can't like wear it anymore, you know? So like you're using up as much as you can before it goes out of style. So like I'm drinking so much tea.
So guys, we're going to hop into this and see if we get the negative and positives of the books and see if we know our stuff.
These are our 5 and 1 stars. If one of our 1 or 2 stars is your 5-star, it's totally okay. It's like, and all of these reviews, like the 1-star reviews we're reading of favorite books, it's okay if it's your favorite. This is supposed to be very lighthearted, and some people love books that some people don't like, and that's what makes reading the best. Everyone has different opinions, so it's okay if your favorite book is our least favorite or vice versa. This is just going to be fun. My 1 stars, okay, I have Virgin Suicides, We Were Liars, and then my 2 stars were Bunny, Twisted Love, and Once More with Feeling. I forgot about Once More with Feeling until I was scrolling through my Goodreads. So I can't believe we all read that one together.
I can't believe that it was like a unanimous decision that it was just like, this book kind of is trash.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Mine are Birthday Girl, Punk 57, The Boyfriend, A Love Letter to Whiskey, and then I told Sarah for nostalgic reasons between me and her that she needed to find a 5-star review of Inseparable. I think I've talked about it before. It's this like crazy book that I read last year, and it was like giving me whiplash. It was insane.
I'll never forget this book. I didn't even read it, but I got the rundown.
The message was so long that you had to click over. I told you everything that happened in the book, and it literally was like, I wish I could tell you guys what happened in the book.
Okay, I'll do this one. WOW, wow. I could not put this book down. It was so good. This is exactly the type of high school drama that I'm still able to enjoy.
Is it Punk 57? Mm-hmm. That high school drama stuck out to me.
Yeah.
That's actually, let me not start like going at people's reviews. That book, that was one of those like OG book talk books that I literally was just like, I do not see it. Like, this is like insane that this is being written about right now.
I remember.
I feel that way about all of Penelope Douglas's books.
Yeah, it was funny because when I went to go look at Birthday Girl, I think I read it in like 2021, maybe 2020. Sometime.
Probably 2021.
Something like that. I gave it 4 stars. I like don't remember anything other than like the trope of the book, but
that was not as bad as Punk 57.
Yeah, I didn't love Punk 57.
Also, I just want to say to you guys, I'm so sorry that I sound like this. The plot of last week being like, I think I'm getting sick, and now I'm like coughing and I like sound so congested. So I'm sorry, but okay. Mine says, "This was the weirdest book I've ever read in my life. I don't know if I loved or hated it." That's the 5-star review.
That's a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Wait, what does it say?
"This was the weirdest book I've ever read in my life, and I don't know if I loved or hated it."
Was it Bunny?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that book is like a
That
trip.
is the general consensus on that. Like, people who like that book, they're conflicted on if they liked it.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they appreciate just the weirdness that goes on in that book.
Yeah, that's one of my 2 stars where it's just not for me. But like people that enjoy books that kind of confuse you and take you on a weird trip, I can see them like, yeah, I just can't. I couldn't do it.
I remember everything about that book. That book was so unsettling, but like I read it on a road trip in the middle of the night.
That's crazy. I think Chris picked for me to read that book for a video.
That is so like a not you book. I think it's like a fictional horror. Like it's kind of like
Something
goes
like
into
that.
the horror genre.
Yeah. And it's like one of those where you finish it and like you kind of have to Google what even just happened and like the ending.
Yeah. It was really weird.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Okay, this one's like very vague, but it says, oh wait, I might have a couple for this. Oh, we're doing 5 stars, just kidding. That was a 1 star. Okay. This book could not have been more Taylor Swift coded. It had all too well 10-minute version written all over it. I saw this, I was like, I have to do that one.
I'm scared for what somebody's applying all too well 10-minute version to. It's not The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Imagine if somebody was like, all too well 10-minute
all
version.
too well.
I'm like going through the whatever and trying to think of the stops. I feel like Birthday Girl is not all too well 10-minute version.
Saying
In my
Birthday
opinion,
Girls all too well is crazy.
like in my opinion, that's not it at all. I'm gonna say A Love Letter to Whiskey. Is it that one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, it has to be that one. That book is, if you guys love a toxic relationship,
I might
have
should
a
I
field
read it
day with
then?
that one. But it's like not toxic in a fun way. You would love
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I feel like I love toxic
I like,
people in
hated
books.
this book. I think I ranted to you about this book after I didn't tell
yeah.
you what happened, but I was like, God, I hated this book.
Yeah, I think you did.
This one's very vague.
Okay.
But all of these 5-star reviews like went on and on and on. So that's going to be my hint to you. Because
Okay.
I feel like this one's very vague. You will need to touch grass after reading it.
Oh God. I probably needed to touch grass after reading it. Virgin Suicides?
Yeah.
Oh God, don't even get me started. I was literally, I had so many people from the literature world come at me for months after saying I hated that book.
I
Oh
will
my
say, it's very scary to like go online and have an opinion about a book that's either a classic or held as like more prestige literature, because like if you say, hey, this book wasn't for me and I didn't like it, they automatically are like, well, it's because you're stupid and you don't get it. It's like,
Yeah,
no, but
I
what
was-
if I get it and I just don't like it? Like
Yeah.
that can be the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what keeps me from reading. I had a lot of classics that I want to read this year, and I have been like the scariest part for me was like if I don't like it, that people will be like, it's because you're so stupid and you don't understand it. It's like,
Yeah, just didn't like it. That's what this
No.
one came down to. I just did not. There was nothing about the book that I liked, and I understood. It was told from the like I understood everything about it. Virgin Suicides, is it a classic?
I think it's let me see. I don't know if it's a modern day classic.
I know there's a movie. I tried to watch the movie too to see like if that would.
Yes,
I don't
that's
know
a
if I like that.
classic. It's
It
a
is,
modern
yeah.
classic.
It's like told from the male gaze about these sisters who are like and the way nothing about it was for me. I
Well,
still think
like-
about how much I hate that book. This one's kind of vague too. Another banger. No, wait. Yeah, another bang.
Another banger.
Another banger. Thank you. This shit was crazy.
Like, the thing is that I feel like it could apply to any of the ones left. But I'm thinking of the term another banger. So it has to be either birthday girl or the boyfriend because it's somebody who already has a set like author. And I feel like the author of the other book is not that I know of, doesn't have a huge fan base. I'm going to say the boyfriend.
Yeah. It had because another banger, thank you, Frida, in the review.
Yeah, but it was like saying it's crazy. I was like, Birthday Girl doesn't get like insane. Like it's not like a insane book. Okay. Tragic, yet hauntingly beautiful story.
Ugh, God. It has to be We Were Liars, and I just cannot imagine someone saying that about We Were Liars. This is one book. Like
I love that Sarah hates this book so much. It's like the one thing I've ever seen Sarah get like so passionately negative about.
Virgin Suicide. These are my only two, I think, 1-star, like actual 1-star books. And Virgin Suicides, I can understand people liking because again, it's a classic. We Were Liars. Cannot understand people liking this one. I have never felt so passionately angered towards a book in my life. I read this in like 2019 and I still get angered when I think about it. And then I remember I walked into Barnes one day and saw it had like a prequel, sequel, whatever it was. And I was like, oh my God, rage. I got rage. I think they're like making it into a movie.
Yeah, a TV show or a movie.
Something like that. I'm still feeling all the feels from this book. This is the best damn book I have ever read. This is all in caps. I'm not exaggerating. This is my all-time favorite book in the whole world. I'm yelling. I can't help it. I feel like I want to yell it from my rooftop so everyone knows what a great book this is. With like 80 exclamation points.
Does it have to be Birthday Girl? If you tell me it's that's like my guess.
Oh, no.
It's the other one?
It's inseparable. Which is so funny knowing what the book is about. Okay.
This is how you do a second chance romance.
Is Twisted Love second chance? No, right? Once More with Feeling? It was second chance? Why do I don't remember anything about that book?
Because she was dating that guy in like the fake One Direction in sync boy band.
Oh, he was like Britney Spears.
Yeah, like
inspired?
A Britney Spears. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Britney Spears.
Crazy.
And in someone's review, they said fake One Direction, and then I swear I was like, okay, maybe it's been a while, but I thought it was like supposed to be in sync, and it was supposed to be like Justin Timberlake and Britney. Yeah, it had nothing to do with like Harry Styles, but
if it was a Harry Styles one, I don't think.
Still haven't read Duplicity. Is it another year's gonna go by and we haven't read it?
No, maybe we should put that on our 2025 goals.
2025 goals.
TBR.
That's going to be the first book club book. Hey, everybody, download Wattpad. We're going to read Duplicity.
That would be crazy. We would have to do like...
That would have to be like a 4-month long thing. Isn't it like 80-something chapters?
It is so long, and there's a second one, I'm pretty sure, too.
No way. Does it follow somebody else?
I don't know. But I know the first one is like extremely long. I don't know how long exactly, but...
I know I would eat it up, too. Like, what goes on in Wattpad books?
Oh, I guess we only have one left. Holy Mother of Sweet, Sweet Taboo. This was so damn excellent. It's Birthday Girl.
See, but that's where it's hard, too, because I do feel like Penelope Douglas does kind of play into that, like, taboo romance, and there is an audience for that. So I guess if you do like those type of romances, like, they could hit for you.
Yeah. There's an audience for everything that
there is
writing different communities.
I'm not in that audience, so. Okay, I'll just read this one to you because you know what it is. I would do anything Alex Volkov will tell me. That's it.
That's insane. That
someone else rated it. I wanted to read this one, but it was so obvious because someone was like, I'm going to ignore the singing and rate it a 5 stars. Why is it even people who love that book, they're like, yeah, that singing is, it's gotta go.
It wasn't a personality, like he never sang the whole book and then all of a sudden he whips out a guitar and starts singing. Like that's so out of character. We should have read 1-star reviews of, well, I guess we rated it low. So maybe 5-star reviews of Mile High. That's like a one book we both don't like.
I was going to put it in mine, but then I thought you were going to put it in yours. So I was like, no. I won't. Like,
since I DNF'd it, I never like gave it a star. So it doesn't come up on my good
But I feel like we both got far enough into that to be like, yeah, let's look up 1-star reviews on this. I feel like if you get over, like, okay, I'm going to say starting at like the 40%, you can like look into the reviews.
I think I got 20% through that book. I didn't really get far.
Which
is crazy.
And I was like, this is insufferable. Anyway, now we're going to read... This is where it's going to hurt.
Yeah, so these are the 1-star reviews of our 5-star books. I have a couple for a few, but some of them give them away, but they were too funny not to do.
Yeah.
Okay. My 5 stars are X-Vows, Play Along, Happy Place, Into the Dark, and Ghosted.
And mine are Book Lovers, Daisy Jones, Anxious People, Lovely War, and Wild Love. I tried to stray away from like series, so like a Addicted or Boys of Tommen or Throne of Glass. I feel like you can't look into that.
Okay, I have 2 for this one. Actually, no, I only have 1. Wait, yeah, I only have 1. Okay. Charming, hilarious, profound. 3 things this book believes it is, and I disagree. Hated it.
Charming, hilarious, profound. 3 things this book wishes. Charming, hilarious, profound. I'm gonna say Anxious People.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those 3 traits is definitely something that I see in Frederick Bachman's writing personally.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like mine were a little harsh.
That's okay. I mean, it's gonna hurt, but like they're my 5 stars, so like it's fine.
I almost don't want to say it, but
No, just do it. Rip the Band-Aid off.
This sucks so much. The main 2 characters were annoying as hell. I have another one too, if you want that.
Yeah, keep going.
Whiny, needy, and annoying female lead who has no confidence.
This is gonna hurt if it's the X-Vows. Is it the X-Vows? Because I am the main character.
No, listen, I was looking, and these were like all of the 1-star reviews I could find, and I was like, I don't want to do this one because Sarah literally said that like I did it, and that like makes me so mad.
No, that's okay. She's a fictional character. It's okay if I see myself in her. And people don't like her.
And Sarah is not any of those descriptive words that they were using that were really mean.
I actually have 3 for this next one.
Oh, okay.
Wait. One of them gives it away, so I'll save that for the end. But
okay.
This one says, DNF'd. This was the most mid book I've ever had the displeasure of reading. And then the other one says, I'm sad right now, so I wanted to read a happy book. Unfortunately, this book made me more depressed, not because it was a sad story, but because it was so bad.
I want to say Wild Love, just because it's not that one. What is it?
It's Book Lovers.
I guess because I was thinking when they said happy book, I was like, you don't know if Emily Henry is going to be like happy, so I figured you'd pick up a rom-com.
Yeah, I actually have 2 other ones, but they gave them away, but I thought they were funny. The real romance was between Nora and her Peloton. And then the other one, it says, ironically, this book will make you no longer a book lover. They were harsh, but some of them are just like funny just to giggle at.
The 1-star review ones are honestly really good. Okay. I have 2 for this one as well.
Okay.
Wellness check on everyone that rates this above 1 star. And then we have my grandparents who hate each other have more chemistry than the main characters.
Damn. Oh. I'm gonna have to say Ghosted.
No.
Oh, no?
Mm-mm.
If you're gonna tell me Play Along, they have no chemistry, you're lying. You're so lying.
It was either that or people were calling Isaiah like a pushover, and then they were just calling Kennedy a bitch. That's what all of the reviews were.
Wow. That's not nice. I don't think so. For either of them. I really liked Kennedy.
I know. I loved the book as well. I was really perplexed by that.
Oh, that one's sad. I just realized I gave you like books into a series, so like the people have to get, I guess not for Play Along, but like Into the Dark. People have to like go through the whole series to get to that one, and then rating it a 1 star.
Honestly, finding a 1-star review for that, I was like, oh, this is crazy. People are either hate reading, which is what majority of it is. Which, can I just say, I will never get hate reading. You're wasting so much of your own precious time just to be like hateful. It's crazy. Or it was like they had high expectations, and then it just like really something got them.
Yeah, something didn't hit. Okay, this one has a character's name in it, but I'll just like blank it out. I should have listened to blank and gotten out of this boring love story when I could.
I want to say Lovely War. Yeah,
because I should have listened to Aries and gotten out of this boring love story when I could.
That's what I was thinking of, the gods and how they kind of talk to you throughout the book. And also, I feel like that book is not for everybody. It's more of like a emotional, like everything about the book is more emotional. than like really
Yeah.
anything happening.
A lot of people didn't like the God's like point of views, but that was my favorite part of the book. I thought that was more fun. That was the fun part.
That was well, first of all, the gods narrate everything.
Yeah, the whole book.
It's not narrated from the character's point of view, but I enjoyed that insight of like a story. It reminded me of The Notebook, like how the guy is the one telling the story the whole entire time.
It was interesting.
I was told there was going to be groveling. Where was the groveling?
It's the first thing I say to people when they should read Ghosted. It's like, the man grovels. If you want groveling, read Ghosted. And I still stand by that. It takes him like almost the whole book to get back into the picture. Man's just groveling. I love that book. And I know not a lot of people like it, so it's okay.
Maybe people have their own definition of like what they think groveling looks like.
And that's okay. Would not in my book, but Jonathan and Kennedy, I love them. So okay, I actually have 4 for this one.
Okay.
Sorry, I just like to do Okay. Oh, I feel bad. Okay. This one just says, in my hater era.
Okay.
This one says, not for me, I'm afraid. The writing style almost broke me out in hives. This one says, it was so bad that I want to barf. And then this one says, do they even actually like each other?
Is it Wild Love?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, Daisy Jones doesn't really fit any of those.
Yeah.
I do see that a lot with Wild Love, is people saying like they don't even think like the two characters have chemistry at all.
Yeah, that was like a lot of the 1 stars was just like the romance didn't make sense to them.
And you know
I liked it. I think they do have a lot of
it.
chemistry.
I think their banter is probably hard to grasp onto because like I feel like it's hard to connect to a couple when their banter is like acting like they dislike each other. That can ruin something.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
The whole book was just them proclaiming how much they love each other. Every other sentence.
Is it Happy Place?
No.
That's Into the Dark?
Yeah.
Okay. They're in love. They're going to confess they love each other. What do you want from them? They went through so much. Let them say they love each other.
They're like, when they see a happy couple just like wanting to proclaim their love for each other, like, annoying. 1 star. Anyway, move on.
That's what they hate when they get that far into... They should be happy that they're confessing love. So
I feel
often.
like specifically with Magnolia Parks too, it's like you get like 2 other entire books and even like other books in the series of them just being awful to each other. So it's like, hey, in this book they like each other and now it sucks.
They probably love the toxic. They miss the great undoing or something. Yeah. Like, oh, they actually love each other now or whatever. Okay, the last one is Daisy Jones, but this one was really funny. I'm sad I didn't pick this one to read between the other ones, but I forgot. I would rather read Twilight or a Colleen Hoover book, but then I remember they're just as bad, lol. All the hype for this was so boring. I didn't even finish it. Yikes. And then someone else said, don't do drugs, kids.
That is a takeaway that I had from Daisy Jones, honestly, is like, drugs are dangerous.
Don't learn from their mistakes.
I feel like that is a review I see a lot with Daisy Jones, is people just think it's boring. I feel like if you cannot connect onto the storyline and characters, and like I feel like specifically with Daisy Jones, if you don't love like music and the kind of like Stevie Nicks era of music, you're not going to like the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not for everyone.
No. Okay. These I just thought were funny, and I thought they were too specific.
For Happy Place?
Yeah. It says, Miss Henry, can you explain how Shoddy is going to pay those loans off? And that is honest to God.
Yeah.
When I closed the book, I was like, I love this book and all, but that is one of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen, like, a female main character make, if I'm going to be honest.
It's one of those where it's, like, only happens in a romance book, like a fictional world.
Yes, because I'm like, girl, just like this review said, those loans. And then someone else says, it was the beginning of a rant review, but it says, when I die, I want Emily Henry to lower me into my grave so she can let me down one last time. I've been around since Tumblr.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one before, that review. That one's a funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those are all a good time.
The 1-star reviews are funny to scroll through, like the short ones, because people are just like so done with the book that you say something like really short. The 5 stars were hard because when you love a book, like those reviews are like paragraphs and paragraphs long.
Yeah, they
so
rarely ever just like give you a sentence of just like.
I feel like when I like randomly, like I don't usually put reviews on Goodreads, but when I do, it's like quick ones. I feel like I'm not good at.
See, I'm the opposite. If I'm doing a review, I'm sitting down and I'm like,
you're in depth.
I'm over here like the keyboard's on fire.
No, it's so hard for me to get thoughts into words onto paper. I'm just like, sentence is good.
Yeah,
the rating will tell you how I feel. The star.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes like even if maybe we'll do a little like, oh, it's a 4-star, but it's really like a 4.25 or 4.5.
Yeah, we've gone real specific. Remember back in the day, it was either a 3, 4, or 5. My toxicity is before reading a book. When I go to like put it onto Goodreads, like I try so hard like not to go through the reviews, but if one of them pops up at me and I see it's like a 2-star, I'm like, oh my god.
I don't read reviews at all. Like when I'll do it if I'm feeling unmotivated with the book, and then I'll be like, let me just like scroll, not even like pressing on a star. I'll just scroll through to see what the like what is everybody rating it? What's popping up?
Yeah, I try not to look before, also just because like spoilers and stuff. But then after, I always look after. After like I'm really enjoying a book and I finish, I'm like, oh, this was really good. And then I read some reviews where people have like really good points, and I'm like, oh, you're actually right.
Oh. Maybe
it's like things I
like
thought
this
in the back of my head, but they were able to like explain it.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I felt that too. I'm glad you could explain that.
But
better.
I also like reading 5-star reviews of books I love, because I feel like it's that way too, where you like pick up on things like things that you couldn't put into words that somebody else is able to, and you're like, yes, I agree.
Yeah, I always know when it's a 5-star when I go onto Goodreads after I see people that do not like bash the book, and I'm like, can't agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, this one's a 5-star.
Yeah. I stand tall in my 5-star reviews. If they're a 5-star, I'm standing by it. That's your man? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Bookmark'd. If you guys did, you guys know, leave a positive review anywhere. That would be helpful. And also stay tuned. Make sure you're following everything. We have exciting things coming up, as we have previously discussed.
Lots of exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
Couple fun things coming.
Not to brag, so stay tuned. Keeping you on that line. Keeping you on line and hook to pay attention to the moves that we're making.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Thank you everyone for watching.
We'll see you next Thursday, guys.
Bye.
Bye.